And hello there folks, RJB here from RJB TV. It is time for, yet again, more Burgersasu. I've been casting a lot of Burgersasu over the past week or two, but can you hold it against me? I mean, yes you can, but I just enjoy watching the guy so much, and so do you. I just wanted to do another Burgersasu stream. That's kind of what it comes down to. Just wanted to do another Burgersasu cast, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from doing that. Absolutely nothing. This is going to be a best of set. So let me just quickly add that thing there on the top of the screen with the score between the two players. Let me just quickly add that to the top. And there it is, Byul against Burgersasu. So first, let's look at the races of these two players. You got Byul here on the purple Zerg on the bottom middle of the map, and Burgersasu here on the pink Protoss. On the 12 o'clock spawn location, it's a cross-map situation, and we've got some great action lying in wait for all of us, you and I, to hopefully be entertained by. That is always, of course, why we, you and I, always keep coming back for more and more and more of that StarCraft fastest map on StarCraft Remastered. That's where we keep coming back. Double hatchery in the choke. This looks a little bit familiar to me. I feel I've seen this before, maybe I've not, but it does look a little bit familiar to me. This is actually something Rabbit likes to do a lot. That is why it looks so familiar. Rabbit loves doing this choke. He loves doing it, and now apparently Byul is doing it as well. Byul might be in some slight trouble. I say that sentence a lot. Most of the times, it actually means that a person is in trouble. This time around, it might mean that Byul is not in trouble at all. It's just that there's 3 gateways here in the front. Zealot walking across the map. Pull was slow, but perhaps not slow enough. Perhaps that pull was not slow enough. Hatchery in the front is finished up. Byul does not yet know that a Zealot is on the way, but I think he's going to assume a Zealot is on the way. He's moving that larva into that small little pathway there in the middle between 2 hatcheries, putting a sunken up there on the side. This Zealot cannot get through. The Zealot cannot get through. Zergs are on the way, sunkens are morphing. He's getting another sunken there in the front. And Burgersasu is going to do his best to stop that one from happening, because that would cancel the pylon, or at least cancel cannon construction there in the front. Zerglings are out, more Zerglings are on the way. Well, we also have more Zealots that are on the way. Now the question becomes, can Burgersasu stop one sunken or both sunkens, or kill the Zerglings? Can he do anything here? Is this a lost cause? Yes, it is a lost cause. Burgersasu turns around, creates some distance, and moves away from the sunkens there in the front. Byul successfully pushed away that attempt at a proxy mid-base of some sorts. So he's pushing Burgersasu back. Cannon on the way at home, getting double nexus added onto the first one. He's gonna transition over into a pure economy build order. Does mean that his follow-up attacks on this triple gateway opening are gonna be delayed, and that's pretty bad for Burgersasu. Cannon not gonna go down, gets protected by the Zealot, stays alive. Some probes manage to make their way away from the Zergling fight. One of them did go down, but so far Burgersasu looks to be fine. Getting double assimilator, getting a cyber core as well. This does mean though, with this choke setup configuration that Byul has, Burgersasu is not going to break through. That is pretty much a fact. That is pretty much a fact. He's not gonna get through. Let's have a quick look there at what he's doing here back at home. We're getting 2 more hatcheries. He's got 5 in total, 2 warping in. No gas yet. I mean, he can delay his gas by quite a bit, because Burgersasu went for triple nexus. There's not a lot of fighting power coming out from Burgersasu anytime soon. So that should be completely fine. Should be completely fine to do that. I'm just going to really quickly check up on whether I've done this replay or not. Something about this just looks really familiar. The replay is from November. So I would have to have cast this at least 2 months ago. But I don't think I have a fight happening down the front. Let's quickly switch over. Let's just... I don't think I've done this before. I cannot find this replay on my channel, but something in my heart tells me that maybe I did cast it before. It's just a little bit difficult sometimes to find the replay I'm looking for, but at the moment I don't think I've casted this before. I think we're safe. I think there's nothing to worry about. I think there's nothing to worry about at the moment. So let's very quickly focus back onto the match itself, okay? Just got distracted there. Like sometimes I want to go into a replay completely fresh. I do oftentimes check beforehand whether the length of the replay matches up with the video or a replay I've casted before. And this time around, it did not. But this situation just felt very familiar. Maybe it is just the way Byul builds his base that is so familiar. Maybe it is not. I honestly don't know. It's just over time, as you cast more and more games, a lot of situations, let's just phrase it like this, a lot of situations do repeat themselves a couple of times. The larger the amount of games become that you have casted, the larger the amount, more often you'll see the same things. Double highlight then there from Byul. He's got 5 hatchery in the back, 2 in the front, 2 sunkers in the front protecting the hatcheries, and 2 more on each side there to protect the choke as well. Triple Robo on the middle, Citadel Volvadoon here back at home, got some Corsairs on the map, hunting down Overlords. We have some Hydralisks there on the map now as well from Byul that are going to protect the Overlords. He's on 42 drones, 51 probes there for Burgersasu. They're kind of on the same economy in my opinion. They're kind of on the same economy, because the Zerg at this point can drone up pretty hard, although he has supply blocks, so droning up it's not really going to be that easy. Probably not going to happen until he has more supply space. There's literally really a lot of Corsairs coming out from Burgersasu, more than I would expect. Usually we see 1 Stargate, not 2. He went for 2. It's a lot of Corsair production, still only on triple gateway. He might go for Corsair Reaver. That combination is pretty damn strong. He's getting Zealot speed, level 1 attack, and shuttle speed as well. I don't see level 1 attack for air yet, or armor. I don't see fleet beacon yet for disruption web. But just the fact that he's got 6 Corsairs already, and might get more very soon, it just feels like he's going for disruption web at some point, Corsair Reaver. Or maybe he made them in preparation for Mutalisks, because Byul really likes to build Mutalisks. And what's better against Mutalisks than Corsairs? Templars. That's pretty much it. Corsairs, though, pretty much the best option you've got against the Mutalisks. So Burgersasu got all of his options covered, except detection. He's got detection observatory there on the way, though. We have Lurka aspect there morphing for Byul. He's getting more Sunkas in the front. Got a lot of Hydralisks there in the front as well, and some Zerglings. Breaking through is going to be difficult. He's got 6 Reavers finished at the moment, 3 more on the way, and 3 Robots on the way as well, getting 3 shuttles at the same time. He's on 75 probes. This is the moment where Burgersasu really explodes in production. 78 probes, like the triple Nexus switch up at the start after a failed gateway rush. He knew he had to get those Nexuses, and he really exploded his economy right into the stratosphere, and now he's breaking down the choke here. He killed the hatcheries. It's an open hunting season. Corsairs flying about. I'm surprised he didn't make any additional Corsairs after those first 6. I really was expecting more of those. Shield on the way, armor on the way, level 2 attack on the way, storm on the way, dragoon range on the way. And another round of shuttles. Observer on the way as well. We don't have lurkers morphing for Byul yet, but he can upgrade them. He finished the upgrade, he can make lurkers. Gateways on the middle from Burgersasu. I'm now pretty sure I have not seen this replay before, and I'm pretty sure neither have you. Maybe Joe casted this, maybe that's why this looks familiar. Maybe Joe has casted this replay, maybe he has not. I just can't put my finger on it. It just looks familiar one way or another. Pylons coming up on the side. Burgersasu is delaying the attack by quite a bit. He's gonna go for a big reverse shuttle unload somewhere in Byul's base, with Byul now on 65 drones, 123 supply, looks pretty strong. And I think Byul knows the reavers are gonna get unloaded in the base because he's putting his lurkers on the side on very popular and common shuttle unloading spots. And looks like Burgersasu is going to unload right on top of the lurkers. He's got Observer in the air, so he's going to kill that. But we've got to surround their lurkers, or did a lot of damage against those Reavers and Zealots. Hylotus are getting surrounding. Hylotus are surrounding the Reavers and the Zealots. And that attack from Burgersasu there does not quite manage to achieve what he wanted it to. Because I think unloading on top of the lurkers probably wasn't the best idea. Took way more damage than he should have. And considering all those units were balled up as they unloaded from the shuttle, the lurkers really had a prime time, shooting time in that line onto the Reavers, onto the Zealots. Just really quickly cleared that all out without really losing too much. Also a very efficient block of hatcheries, more cannons coming up on the sides, 93 probes. A very common Burgersasu thing is having a couple too many probes. Right now, 93 probes is okay. It is okay. But 10 minutes down the line, he better be on 73, not on 93, because that is when he shouldn't really have an interest in building a lot more structures on the map, and he should be having an increased interest on having more units. So killing 20 probes at this point will definitely help Burgersasu have more fighting power. Corsair shuttle coming in over the bottom side. Shuttles are getting sniped, but they don't die. 1 died, 2 died, 3 died. They are dying, but the Reavers there on the scene. Drones are unloading, drones running away. Reavers cannot quite connect with their target. Templars on the scene. Templars stolen whenever they can. Hitting some drone. 20 drones not hotkeyed on the minerals go down. That's a good hit. He might have one more storm. Drones returning. Can he storm? Can he hit? Nope, he cannot. But that drop achieved its purpose. 21 dead drones. Economy not entirely in shambles. He also killed some drones on the gas. That was a good hit. That was a good hit. But now Burgersasu has to hit him with a follow-up attack that hits just as hard if he wants to stay in the lead. Because Byul can recover very quick. He's still only on the lair. No lurkers surrounding his lair though. So this really is the weakest point in his base, but the sides are pretty well covered up by a lot of Hylotusks, some Sunkens there on the side as well. That's a Queen's Nest, I assume, so he should be getting a hive soon. He is having some gas problems though. He's not mining from these two. Well, he's got one drone mining from these two extractors, but the rest not really utilizing that too well. Same here. There's only 2 on this one. There's nothing on this one. So yeah, that's kind of a thing that happens with drops. It messes up the drones on your gas. Drop there, unloading. Observer not on the scene. He forgot the Observer on the wrong side of the map. Actually, the Observer died. So Reavers are shooting, and they're killing a lurker purely because there's AoE damage. But that gets cleaned out perfectly, quickly, and nicely. Burgersasu picked the wrong spot and didn't change his mind. He should have changed his mind, picked everything up, flown out of there, and chose another spot. Or maybe just do a frontal attack. I think switching from that drop into a frontal attack would have really done a lot of good. He's going to try the same spot again, but this time around he turns. He's going to make the same mistake again. He's going to fly all the way around while another real drop is coming in over the bottom left. He's trying to distract. Do some trickery. Drop comes in, shuttle there on the scene. Shuttle unloads, Templar is close, Templar storms, Templar hits. I'd say that's a 10 kill storm. Not a great storm, but at least Byul lost 10. was forced to move his drones out of the way. Shuttles coming in yet again from the left-right side. Finds a way in. Reavers unloading on the worst spot possible. Templar is way too far away. Oh my god, what a terrible storm. Burgersasu, what are you doing? Burgersasu, what was that? He had a clear path right to the drones. He probably assumed the drones were running away to safety, but he just completely failed the drop. I get what he was trying to do. The drones have always been running to the north here. Always been running along this path. He tried to unload right here, but sadly the Reavers unloaded there. The Templar was right here, but he stormed on the lurkers in the front. Not sure what he was doing there, but I get the idea behind the choice to do it. It just looked very, very bad. I'm not gonna cut Burgersasu slack because I know this guy is capable of really cool, good, great things. That drop just wasn't one of them. Even great players are bound to fail sometimes. Observer there in the back. Observer flying behind the shuttles. Shuttles are trying to get through. There's no courses in between. No disruption webs. Shuttles are unloading. Shuttles are going to try to chase down the drones. Storming, but he misses the drones that are running away. Misses them again with a second storm. Doesn't have a third storm. Those 73 drones all stay alive. Byul is starting to get into the zone where he's pretty dangerous. Drop there comes in. Shuttle unloads. Templars too far away from the drones. He gets a pretty good storm off there, but the drones somehow miraculously do survive, and pretty much all the hotkey drones were already on the far right of the base. Looks like Burgersasu again cannot quite connect what he wanted to connect. But he is keeping a pretty tight hold on this map. But do note, of course, Byul hasn't really tried to break free. But there should be a time in the near future where Byul is gonna break free from this very narrow constraint his prison builds around him to contain him. He's gonna try to break free at some point. For now, he's focusing on getting everything up and operational. He's got, that's 6 hatcheries, 7, another 6, 13. 13 hatcheries at the moment. This is a spire. He's gonna get another block of hatcheries right there. So he might end up with about 18 or 19 hatcheries in total, not sure. The fire mount pretty far in the front. If Burgersasu ever does break through, that the fire mount might go down pretty quick. Disruption webs on the scene. Reavers there in the corner. Shuttles got entangled, but that doesn't really matter too much. Storming on the Hydras coming in. This is the drop that Burgersasu was looking for. He's going to try to push forward from this corner, kill as much as he can. We got some courses there in the air getting, well, they're getting pulled away. Mules are spawning right. Wait, where did the mules go? Oh, they're still morphing. So that was a lot of kills there. Killed some overlords as well. But now we've got Mulists in the air. Gonna clear this out. We have another dropper coming over the front door. No Hydralisk in the base there to protect or intercept. Templars on the scene. Templars storming. Templars missing. Barely though. Cannot get his second storm off. Still 80 drones alive there for Byul. Another drop there comes in. He picked up those Reavers. They're on the side. Starts to unload them. Drones running away. Trying to chase. Lurkers, they're on the scene. Lurkers might kill their drones. Drones are once again running away to the other side. He's going to have to pick them up and chase them down. Gets 30 kills there. 40 kills with that Reaver shot. So that all worked out perfectly. Burgersasu now is finally showing off the qualities in his reservoir of skills. Drop from the front. Pick up the other Reavers and do a double drop. He's improvising. That wasn't planned, but he saw the opportunity and immediately went for it. That's how you win games. When you see an opportunity, you go for it. You don't sit around waiting. You go for every single opportunity and chance you get. Unloads on top of Lurkers though. No Observer on the scene. Gonna just try to kill as much as he can. Templars are trying to storm the Mutas, but the Mutas are dodging. Great micro display there from Byul. And he cleans that out with ease. Killed the Greater Spire, though. He killed the Greater Spire. So that's kind of the only thing he really gained. Killed 2 Lurkers and 2 Sunkens. He really needs more Observers. Frontal attack happening. Without an Observer. I just said he needed an Observer. Please move an observer to the front. Dropper coming in, flying right into the protection zone in the backside there of Byul's base. Drones are splitting up in two directions. Burgersasu decides not to unload, not to drop, flies right out of there. Maybe went in just to distract him. But that small gateway army he sent in to attack got killed one sunken. A couple of mutas there do go down as they chase the shuttle into the cannons. Upgrades for Burgersasu currently already on 223. I think Byul should be on about the same. 2-2 for ground. We've got air upgrades on 2 Carapace, 0 attack. Another Spire is morphing. The Fire Mount, they're still up in the front. I think he has Consume and Plague and maybe Swarm already finished up. Big unload there. Once again on the weak corner, the top right. There's nothing to kill the Mutalisks here though. Templars marching forward, storming on the Reavers, and the Mutas drop there comes in at the same time. Scourges there in the front, in the air, intercept the shuttle drop, does not lose the drones this time around. Great awareness from Byul. And the Reavers get killed and the Mutas mostly do stay alive. Burgersasu might be trying to do too many things at the same time. Things are not looking very clean. But he's doing a lot of things at the same time. That's kind of Burgersasu's thing. Trying to be faster than your opponent. Maybe not cleaner with the control or the setups. He just tries to do as many things as possible all at the same time and hopes that you cannot keep up with the many things that are happening. But right here, Byul has such focus and control over his map, over his base, over his units, over everything he's got. He's not gonna let something like that slip through. He's gonna notice that you're trying to trick him, you're trying to out-multitask him, and he's gonna punish you for it. Burgersasu finally throwing away 24 probes. I think that's 24. Making a push through the middle. Byul has recovered all of his drones back on 77. Observer in the air, they're in the front. Lurker went down. More Sunkets are finishing up. Drop there flies its way through. A little bit far away from the drones there, though. Can he shoot on the drones? Yeah, no! He's got 10 lurkers, 12 lurkers there on the minerals. Make it 20 lurkers in the backside. He's got 20 lurkers in the backside here. 20 lurkers in the back, and they're protecting what matters the most. Those poor little drones just happily working away, collecting that shiny gold. Although, you know, it's gems. It's technically gems and minerals, but, you know, they're collecting that money because that is what Byul needs to win the game. More Sunkets coming up, some couple new lurkers in the front as well. Drop there on the side, gonna fly in over the right. Reavers trying to push through that choke. Something Reavers struggle with against his 6 o'clock spawn location. There's something that trips them out when they try to shoot around that corner. Drop there, gonna go in, no Hydralisks in between. Is this one gonna hit? Shuttles are flying away and coming in at the same time. Drones are running away to the north. We have a lot of lurkers there protecting. Gonna try to get the Templar on the scene. He's gonna try to trick him. He still has the Templar inside the shuttle. He's looking for a spot to unload on the top side, but cannot quite storm fast enough because the Templar immediately died to the lurkers. So the Reavers continue their push into that choke point. Both players are finishing up the last remaining ground upgrades. The Reavers here, though, are doing most of the work. The Hydralisks are having trouble attacking because there's a blockade here. There's no pathways here into this choke point, so they're just coming in as single line units. Easy to kill, easy to murder for the Reavers. Now getting a good attack on the Reavers though. One Reaver goes down. He's gonna get number 2. Nope, not quite, but he has another wave there waiting in the back, ready to attack. He needs a Defiler. He's getting consumed, so Defilers surely are on the way. Mutalisks are in the air, morphing into Guardians. Drop there comes in over the left. Everything dies immediately. Lurkers on the minerals are so damn good. Nothing can even... You gotta be so fast to even click and storm faster than this. And even then, you don't really have the time for the unit to start the animation of storming or shooting with the Reaver. You just gotta be so fast against this many lurkers. Great protection in the back. Guardians in the air. I think level 3 Carapace finished up. Those are strong, beefy, healthy Guardians. Drop there once again. Double drop over the right. Free path into the back. A lot of protection there though, drones running away. Byul on around 1,000 minerals. And Burgersasu unloads on the far side, but gonna have to pick up those Reavers because there's lurkers everywhere in the back. Except on the right. But everything here on the left and the middle protected by lurkers. So far, Burgersasu hasn't really managed to really make Byul bleed. He's kind of punched him a couple times, you know, some shallow wounds, some bruises here and there, but nothing has really managed to really make him cry out in pain. Everything so far he's been able to sustain, and he still remains right here in the game. Shuttle drop there in the back. Nope, nothing inside. Reavers pushing forward. Guardians pushing against the Reavers, though, pushing them back. A lot of Sunkens went down, but we still have a great circle and arc of Sunkens around that choke point. It is so damn difficult to break through. Templars in the back, moving forward. Guardians trying to split up and dodge the storms. But those storms are still pretty damn effective. Like Guardians, they don't move too fast. It's pretty easy to hit them with the storms. It's difficult to dodge those storms. Picking up some Reavers. Gonna try to go for another drop. He has to keep trying. But Byul so far has managed masterfully to limit the damage from the shuttle drops. Gateway army push into that base. Guardians largely are dead and gone. Some of them are still alive. They're on the sides in this arc. Drop there on the left. Comes in. What's inside? Templars, Reavers. Can he even hit? Ooh, he finds a really good spot there from afar. Kills 9. Second shot does not happen. Just a little bit too far away to hit the right side. Mutalisks are coming across the map to go for a backstab attack over this corner here to hit the Nexus. Burgersasu pushing forward. More Sunkens going down, and even more Sunkens are being thrown down to turn and defend. Guardians storm to death. This arc of Sunkens is just the death zone. It's a meat grinder. Everything gets I can't say it. Everything that gets thrown in there immediately ground to dust, ground to minced meat, dead and gone within the blink of an eye. I'm exaggerating, am I? I'm exaggerating, aren't I? Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, not too much. He's pushing forward. Guardians in the back going for the counterattack. There's not a lot here in the back to protect. Actually, there's nothing except some cannons that don't really pose much of a problem for Burgersasu to kill. So very quickly, that's dance back and forth between both bases. You've got a push here happening in Byul's base. Guardians morphing in the back. A lot of Reavers and Templars there to protect, to attack and push. While at the same time here, Burgersasu's Nexus gonna go down to the Guardians. Actually, everything here might go down to the Guardians. Got one Templar coming back to storm. That's not a lot. He's saying Naga, 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 which basically means get out of the game. Naga, get out of the game. Like, there was one hole that Burgersasu didn't plug up, and Byul just flew right out over that hole, and he's killing everything here in the back. Probes are dying really quick. Look at the amount of probes remaining. He killed 40 already. Dragoons coming back home, but Dragoons are having trouble getting on location. They have to walk all the way around, and now Byul here on the middle is pushing back into the middle. He's cleaned out the Protoss infestation invasion here in the nation, in the front of his base. And we got some Templars, some Dragoons, some Reavers. They're ready to try and resume the push. But Burgersasu is low on minerals, and he is long distance mining with the probes. Nexuses are too far away, lost the main. Things are not looking pretty. He does have a lot of gateways on the middle though. Like this is 8, 7, another 7. That's a lot of gateways he can produce from. But will he run out of money soon? I think so. Can he kill Byul before Byul outlasts him? Is Byul going to outlast the Burger? We have about 20 Sunkens in between this point right here, the choke, and his destination, the backside. Guardians finished morphing. I think they got level 2 attack finished up already. Yes, they do. Level 3 is on the way. He needs more Templars. Reavers are in the middle there, getting surrounded by Zerglings, Hydras, and Guardians. Does he have energy for storms? There's 1 storm, 2 storms. The Guardians there on the side do all go down. About 9 of them all dead and gone. with a double storm. Forgot to split those guardians. Another wave coming through. Not enough storms. He has one more Templar, two more Templars are in the back, marching forward. Is he gonna get this storm off on those guardians? He really needs to hit those guardians. He really needs more money. He already burned through all that money he had in the bank. Scorch just killed the shuttle. Byul, great awareness. Nothing slips by his eyes. I mean, he's a former professional player. You can't really... This is what you should expect from him. This is what you should expect from Byul. Former pro players, they're just a different breed in many, many ways. More ways than at least one. Hyle is spawning. 29... Oh wait, he got another lurker there in the back on the scene. Lost a couple more probes. Things are looking progressively worse for Burgersasu. He hasn't really been able... Oh, great dodges on those storms, but some mutas still do go down, but that's 3 storms down. And those mutas are going to morph into guardians at some point. Supply block, though. Byul is slightly supply blocked. Burgersasu has no money. He did kill the Lurkus Bear back at home. Kills the Observer, but there's one more Observer there on the scene. He's got 1 Lurker there, 2 Lurkers in between. And a lot more there in the back. Guardians are morphing, a big ball of units from Burgersasu pushing forward, but supply keeps going down and down and down and down. 120 supply against 180. A lot of that supply from Byul is Lurkers though. But he's been making great use of whatever units he has had so far. Storming on the Guardians. Reaver's killing the Hydralisks. Burgersasu still has some money in the bank. More storms coming down. Guardians are gone. Now more Hydras spawning. A couple more Guardians are on the side waiting to push forward. He has 4 Templars and 3 Dragoons, 4 Reavers, 4 Dragoons, 3 Reavers. This looks like it's GG. Just one precise surgical move from Byul with an attack that Burgersasu should have been prepared for. Catches him off guard. And Burgersasu loses game number 1, Protoss against Zerg. I don't think I've seen him lose this matchup much. Largely because Burgersasu rarely ever plays Protoss. He's largely a Zerg and Terran player. But Byul stood strong, came out the victor in the end. And that was game number 1. We got a couple more games lined up, but I'm gonna do them next time. Hope you enjoyed this Protoss against Zerg, Burgersasu against Byul. Not a strong game from Burgersasu, but a very strong game from Byul. And sometimes when the opponent, the Zerg, looks very strong and solid, everything the Protoss does looks suboptimal. That's just the truth. The truth. I can't say the word. The truth. That is just the truth. And I don't think I've got anything else left to say. So see you next time. Leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, or so they say. I don't know if it does, but some say it does. See you next time.